Yo, what's up guys, Shujinkydink here, and welcome to a video all about you just sucking at Mortal Kombat 11. I was left a really interesting comment on one of my videos here, just any tips if you just suck? which is a great question, you know, because I'm sure lots of people have felt that way. Looking at like the Reddit and stuff for Mortal Kombat, a lot of people are kind of frustrated. A few people with themselves with the game, and a few people with the actual game itself, so I thought I would give some input on, you know, tips that help out a lot of people that I know when they get into a game. Because there's been a few of my friends and stuff that have had like quote-unquote character crises where they don't really know who to play or what to do. So I wanted to give you some advice to that end. You know, my five tips to not sucking at Mortal Kombat 11. You won't believe number 5. So my first tip is just take your time picking your character, because like if you don't pick a character that really fits you, you're not going to have fun. And I'm not meaning like pick like a good character. Like you don't have to pick a top 5. You can pick a bottom 5 character if you want, and just, you know, learn a little bit more about the fighting game and how Mortal Kombat works with that character. So if you haven't already, I'm sure most people have, but just go through the story mode, because sometimes that gives you an opportunity to view every single character. Well, not every single character, but you can see a lot of different characters in one form or another, either fighting against them or playing as them. Sometimes it kind of like, I don't want to sound like over philosophize it, but you kind of like a character would speak to you, like you really enjoy their personality or something, right? So, you know, you might take a liking to like Raiden or like Liu Kang, just because, you know, they like their personality, and then you pick them up as a character, and maybe you like their fight quotes or something like that. So I mean, take your time picking a character and play through. There are different character types. That'll be another video that I'll be making. But there are different character types, so depending on how you like to play the game, you can pick different characters for that. I play Cetrion because I really like her playstyle. It fits my strategy. I also play Baraka because he's my favorite Mortal Kombat character. So I'm not really that good with him, but you know, I like to have fun with him and play around and whatnot. He has big combos too, so if you're looking for combos, that's your guy. And that leads me to my second point, is learn some combos. So at least if you pick up a character and you learn some combos, you know, you're gonna at least be able to mess around in the Towers of Time and stuff, in the classic towers, and earn some points, and just overall have more fun playing the game. Because I feel like if you don't fully like understand a character or how it works, then like that's kind of when that whole I suck at Mortal Kombat thing kicks in, and then you start just not having fun with the game at all. So if you learn just some basic combos, there's a Discord for every character. I'm going to put the link to testyourmight.com down in the description below. Excellent source for anything Mortal Kombat related. You can go there, find combos, setups, pretty much any tech. There's some fun lore threads there. I know that Reddit has kind of taken over. I'll put the link down to Reddit, but I'm sure most people know about Mortal Kombat Reddit by now. So I'll put that link down below as well. There's lots of useful tools on both those sites that, you know, you can kind of help you learn your character a little bit more and evolve into them. And then, you know, you start having fun because you start winning more. You're winning more, you're having more fun. You know, those two things kind of go hand in hand. So my third one that I would say is just don't jump online right away. Like, you know, I think a lot of people, like when I start, I play with some people in ranked. And there's some people in ranked matches that you know, they lose and they get salty or upset because they didn't really understand. I don't think ranked is a really good place for someone who's learning a character. I would say that stick with the towers, or just play like some of your friends that you know are on like a similar skill level as you, and you know, just take your losses in stride that you do take. You know, like try and understand why you lost, and if you don't understand why you lost, ask your friends. Like that's what they're there for. We have a Discord for the whole channel, and people that I've taught and play with over the course of a couple games now. And, you know, they're all in there together learning. You know, if they lose, they ask why, and they help each other out. So if you're interested in joining that, there's a link down in the description below for that. I'm trying to give you guys lots of options here. So don't rush yourself online. You know, don't be like, okay, I think I got this. You know, take them into the towers and play around against the CPU and work on your combos, and then understanding matchups with that character, because fighting every other character is going to be different with a different character, obviously. You know, it's like, for example, when I play Cetrion, playing Scorpion, who can just teleport against all my rock stuff, is a lot different than playing Aaron Black, who can just throw stuff at all the time. So understanding that you have to play differently and whatnot, it's something that you can learn in your off time. So And that kind of leads into my fourth one, which is make practice mode your friend. You know, I feel like not enough people utilize practice mode a lot. Just learning combos, and if you, like, say you lose in a tower to a move that Jackie's doing over and over again, just go into practice mode and you just do that move over and over again, and understand exactly what, you know, your options are against it, or how to avoid it in some cases, you know. So practice mode is really where you should spend a lot of time, especially if you quote-unquote suck, which I don't think you do. I believe in you. I think you're awesome. I say it all the time, but I mean it. So, you know, you just need to get that drive, that motivation. You know, you hold on to any little bit of success that you have and use that to move forward, and don't forget about that. There's something that I talk to my students and stuff that I do lessons with, is there something called the plateau. And everybody reaches it at one point where they're going up, and their skill level's getting better, and then you just plateau for a bit. Like, you don't feel like you're getting any better, you don't feel like you're getting any worse, and it can kind of be frustrating. And then one day you just have a breakthrough, and then boop, up you go again, you know, cue the Price is Right music. So it's that can be a really frustrating part, and if you feel like you're stuck, that you're not really getting anywhere with the game, it's very possible that you've just reached that plateau, and you just need just one thing just to get you going. So don't give up on it, because you know, if that's feeling like you're going places. You just got to ride it out. It's a crappy time. Try a different character. You know, take some time away from playing online or versus matches and go into practice mode and really go through every single move that your character has, and maybe you'll find something you haven't been using, and all of a sudden, bam, up you go. Oh, okay, I could use this in this situation or this in that situation. So I've been there myself numerous times before, and it is one of the hardest things to muscle through, but you got to do it. I definitely cannot stress that enough. And then leading into number 5, which is by far probably the hardest for someone that feels that they're not really good at Mortal Kombat, is learning and understanding the frame data. So this is a huge step and a huge undertaking to do if you're not familiar with what frame data is and how to use it. But I can tell you it's the most rewarding part of the game. It will actually change the whole way that you think about Mortal Kombat. And, you know, those who have been on my channel for a while, I sound like a broken record to you guys, I know, but for anyone that's watching this that hasn't watched my videos before, doesn't know what frame data is, I can't stress enough how important it is to you to really learn that and drive forward. So yeah, I will link my frame data video somewhere. There's a little iCard will pop up or something, it'll say frame data, so you can go there and watch that. But I wouldn't recommend doing that right away. I'd recommend doing some of the other things I talked about first, if you're not familiar with that, you know, because you want to make sure you find your character and blah blah blah, and then you can dive into the frame data aspect with that character that you've picked, and then it'll all start to make more sense, and then I can guarantee that you will not suck anymore. And a bonus tip, just block, man. Sometimes blocking is like the best option, and a lot of people I beat is because they just start doing stuff, and, you know, they forget that the block button exists and what they're doing is unsafe, and then they're trying to do moves after moves, and all I have to do is block, and then I punish them, and then I win. So blocking is really good, and understanding when your turn is, and you'll find that out when you use the frame data stuff. So I hope that helped. If you have any questions about that, what I went off about here, please leave them in the comments down below. I'll do my best to answer them. You don't suck. You just need some more time to grow and flourish into whatever you're gonna flourish into. Noob Saibot, maybe. He's on the screen, so why not? That makes sense. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like. It really helps me out, and subscribe, because we make videos almost every single day. # Big Dink Energy. See all you guys in the next video.